This month we experience a panoply of energies in the sign of Aries, including the retrograde of Chiron, the so-called wounded healer. She is the alchemist who turns emotional pain into wisdom. Currently we are midway through a 4-year transit of Chiron through Aries. For those in their early 50s, they are experiencing a Chiron return where there is a chance to integrate the original wounding. This wounding is the result of not being seen for who one truly was. Hence, depression and rage are oftentimes the outgrowth of such personal history. Yet we all have an Aries house of self-determination, and Chiron traveling through this region will unearth previously suppressed instances of rejection or lack of acknowledgement by significant others, starting with parents. Since 2018, we have been on the journey of awakening to the power of our anger if expressed healthily. If the original perpetrator is no longer available or refuses a confrontation, one can still release these difficult feelings through movement, exercise, process work, creativity, sex, or activism. Suppressed rage can manifest physically as migraines, strokes, head injuries, and brain inflammation. It may not be a coincidence that so many of the issues regarding COVID and/or vaccine reactions manifest in inflammation and strokes, because most of us have some pain, frustration, and despair around our ability to express our true selves. And as current times seem to demand more and more conformity or coercion, overt or subtle, we are going to notice more instances of emotional conflagration. Chiron wants us to get our heads on straight and see life through a clear lens. Yet despite these awarenesses, the retrograde of Chiron will bring a little pause to the constant need for fixing oneself. You can take a step back and see how much progress you have made to date in becoming your more authentic self in this area of life. For Aries, by acknowledging that you are angry. This can seem like a no-brainer for the firebrand sign, but oftentimes anger manifests as depression or addiction. Taurus, realizing you are not a passive individual. You deep burn with passion. For Gemini, allowing yourself to veer from the crowd brings you back to self. It doesn't matter what others say or how they perceive you, particularly on social media. For Cancer, grasping that your father was very angry may not have expressed this emotion in healthy ways. Under or over-emoting might have been his modus operandi. For Leo, noting how religious or cultural values of your tribe may have suppressed your natural identity. For Virgo, registering that you have deep anger regarding a romantic relationship, particularly one where you overgave of yourself. For Libra, becoming aware of how damaged your previous partners had been, you may have projected your anger onto them to preserve your civility. For Scorpio, it may not correlate health issues, particularly digestive or eliminative ones, with repressed rage or control. For Sagittarius, reigniting your natural exuberance and sense of adventure, you are willing to take romantic or creative risks again. For Capricorn, mom did a number on you, and your self-esteem was deeply impacted by her criticism and shame. For Aquarius, the awareness that your shyness or communication problems were the result of feeling misunderstood. And for Pisces, realizing you submitted to others' concepts of yourself, and this has cost you financially. The Chiron epiphanies can oftentimes be excruciating because you realize how much of yourself you gave away or shut down in order to please the original bully or authority. But as they had co-opted your power, you were neutralized and deactivated. Getting in touch with your anger about this repression will unlock a volcano of energy and emotion, the likes of which can be channeled into more productive means, particularly in alighting your personal spark of genius. This is the work of the alchemist, and there is no better time than now. I met astrologer Patrice Kamens.